All right, I'm going to fly the drone and just talk and address a few things. I actually have audio recorded on these clips, but when you transfer it like that, it actually transfers with audio in a little bit lower quality. And I want it in 60 frames a second. And the only way you can do that is grab it straight from the clip without the audio, straight from the card without the audio. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll just do voiceovers because I want the quality of the picture to be very good. All right, there's a few things that's been coming up pretty repetitive in the comments. One is the drone that I fly. If you're going to buy a drone, don't buy anything but a DJI. DJI is the best of the best of the drones, period, end of the story. The one that I'm currently flying now, I got it in 2019, and it is a DJI Mavic Zoom. The DJI Mavic is a very good drone. It's best all around, in my opinion. The size of it, easily portable. Has a crazy, insane range on it. It'll stay in the air for quite a while too, 20 plus minutes on a battery. So the one that I'm flying now, I currently have 294 takeoffs. I've flown it 2,137,474 feet, which basically equates out to 404 miles or so, 403 miles that I've flown this thing, and it's been in the air for 45 hours and 58 minutes. It does keep up with all that. It data logs quite a lot. So that's out of the way. Now let's talk about a lot of people notice the grapple saw is not on my grapple on my loader. And I've had some people almost demanding to know what the deal is or where it's at and why it was taken off. I'm not sure why people get to that point in the comments. I don't understand. It actually was off about 3 weeks ago. I've been waiting for somebody to notice it. And just yesterday's video, the day before, and then yesterday's, people started asking about it. And had quite a few. I think some people probably looked through the comments and seen somebody else. So it's kind of a monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so anyhow, to get to that, I guess 3 or 4 weeks ago, Dad was running my loader and a main boom hose busted on it. And these machines do not have locks on them, cylinder locks on them when a hose busts. And I never have understood why. It makes no sense. The machines cost what they cost. I mean, just to get in the machine now new is pushing $500,000, way over $250,000. Put some locks on the cylinders. Come on. The only machine that has locks on the cylinders that we have is on that 830 right there that you're looking at on the leveling system underneath the cab. It has them on it. And so what happens is if you have a hose bust on a main boom or stick boom or anything on one of these machines, if it's in the air and the pressure up the left side of it bust, it's coming to the ground. I'm not talking about like just gently coming to the ground or gradually coming to the ground. It's the snap of your finger comes to the ground. Whatever is up under it is going to crash it and it's going to destroy it. And you're talking about an incredible amount of weight. And that's what happened. Dad was running my loader about a month ago. Main boom hose busted. And he had wood in it, and it crashed to the ground. It slammed on the grapple saw. Grapple saw run cost roughly about $30,000. Slammed down on it. Kevin and them had new hoses made, the hose shop that made the hoses, keep in mind these are 6-wire hoses. Can't just anybody make these hoses, and these all these track machines are very high pressure machines. And when the hose is crimped, we have a lot of hoses crimped. They crimped it wrong. They didn't push the rubber all the way up into the fitting. So the next morning, they put the hose on. They actually replaced both of them. Dad fired the machine up. Within, I think, a couple of minutes, the hose that was not crimped right blowed off again. The boom on my loader, which is 33 foot long or so. It's 30-something foot long out there, and it's all steel. It came crashing down again and smashed the grapple saw again. Well, it actually did a good bit of damage to the grapple saw. It broke all the bolts on the inside of it on the saw motor where it pivots at. So it's been removed. I don't know the status of it right now to get it fixed or anything like that. I'm not sure. Like I said, what the status is, but that's what happened on the grapple saw. So logging videos. I get asked, people voice their stuff about the logging videos. I have done a good job over the past bunch of months. I've been getting out at least 2 logging videos every week, unless we're rained out. We do have weather. If we're not in the woods and it's on a Monday and Tuesday, I can't film. So Monday and Tuesday this week, I filmed a bunch of videos, and this will make the 3rd one this week that I put out. I did tree work today. I actually took down a 44-inch diameter. Some people have seen the stories that I posted on Instagram. If you're not following me there, follow me there, Cotton Top 3. There, a lot of times you see stuff on Instagram way before you see it on YouTube. But I had to climb it and everything, took down a 44-inch post oak today by myself, completely by myself. And actually had the tree down and cleaned up in just around 3 hours too. I did a lot of chipping on that. We're just going to sit here and watch Kevin while I talk. So I'm trying to do a good job on getting that stuff out. Again, I have to be in the woods to film and get that content out. And then also I've got about 9 billion other things going on too. This is day 2 on this job, working on this job, and you can see what we have cut on it. I think this next clip here, I come back with a drone, and we're going to talk about the terrain. Yeah, it's coming up now. I see it in the timeline there. So what on the left of that road is what we just cut in 2 days. You can see the terrain on it, what it looks like. What's on the right-hand side of that road, that's what we cut in the summer of 2018. This is the hills are not long hills like what is out west, where you've got a mile down to the end of it or something like that. But the ground is very tough right here in this area. This is in Pickens County, Alabama. You can see the water down there in that creek run on the right. That's water that's shining, looks like a mirror. And this is only about 15 miles from my house. That's by road. By air, it's probably 10 miles from my house. We have some very challenging terrain and spots around here. A lot of red clay. And a lot of times in this real red clay, you can see that right there. It's just one hill and holler right after another. But the drone, the way that I angle it, I have figured out how to angle the camera just right to where it really shows that stuff off to where you can see it and notice it in the videos, especially from the drone. So I hadn't been flying a lot here up to about the past couple weeks or so when I decided to get it back out and get it back in there. But so I hope this video answered several questions from people that have been showing up pretty repetitively in the comments there. So I'll be back doing tree work again tomorrow. I'm already set up on another job. So appreciate y'all watching. Please subscribe if you would. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.